The Chicago Bulls showed a little bit of fight in certain times against the Los Angeles Clippers, even getting the lead down to single digits at one point. Unfortunately, the Chicago Bulls just did not have enough to really truly get back in this game. They end up losing by 15 points to the Los Angeles Clippers. We're going to talk about it, break it all down, have some fun as only we can do right after this.
You are now tuned in to Chicago Bulls Central, your number one place for all Chicago Bulls news and content.
What's going on, Bulls fans? Welcome to another episode of Chicago Bulls Central, your number one spot for everything Chicago Bulls related. I'm the host, Haize, but more importantly, let's get into this content. The Chicago Bulls lost to the Los Angeles Clippers tonight, mainly because of Paul George and Kawhi Leonard going completely. They just played a great game of basketball. 11 for 12 was Paul George from the field overall, 6 of 7 from three-point range, 5 assists. I'm sorry. Five rebounds, 7 assists, 1 steal, 8 points. Kawhi Leonard with 2 points as well on 12-17 shooting. Then you had Norman Powell again off the bench, 6 for 10, 18 points. Is he sixth man of the year candidate? Bones Highland as well in the starting lineup today in place of James Harden. He scores 17 points as well in this. Man scores 12 points. And overall, the Clippers just played a really great game of basketball. That's just no way around it. They went 20 of 41 from three-point range for 48%. They shot the ball 59% as a team from the field. That's going to be difficult for any team to match, especially when you're missing one of your big offensive firepower weapons. Were the Chicago Bulls in Kobe White. For credit to that, though, DeMar DeRozan, 21 points. He leads the Chicago Bulls in scoring, going 6 of 16 from the field. He did not have the normal efficiency that you're used to seeing from DeMar DeRozan going. That played a part in it as well. He also chips in 5 rebounds, 4 assists in this game. Nikola Vucevic with 19 points, 6 rebounds, 5 assists in this game as well. Torrey Craig stepping into the starting lineup, 4-7 from three-point range for 12 points. He was 4 of 8 overall from the field, 6 rebounds, 1 assist from him. Alex Caruso with 17 points. He makes 5 3-pointers. I would assume we just could not get it going in this game either. 2 of 11 for him over his 35 minutes. Unfortunately, offensively, he just didn't have it tonight. And then when you look at the bench, Andre Drummond gave us what we needed from the bench. 16 minutes, 15 points, 7 rebounds. Javon Carter playing a really solid game in his 17 minutes. He goes 5 of 7 from the field and 2 of 3 from three-point range for 12 points. So that's solid enough there. Dalen Terry with 13 minutes. Ernalop with 17 minutes, only 2 points. He went 1 of 2 from the field. But overall, when it just comes down to it, the Bulls did not have enough firepower to match the way that the Clippers were playing tonight. It didn't happen. So, unfortunately, that's just the way that it operates. The Clippers were hot tonight. They were hot to start off the game. And unfortunately, that's the way the cookie crumbles for the Chicago Bulls. They lose this game, not really in it throughout most of the game, right? Like I said, they had their flashes, and I want to absolutely give them credit for the way that the Bulls looked at certain points tonight. They looked really good at different points for tonight, and I give them the credit for that because they could have absolutely came in this with their head held down, end up losing this game. They played overall pretty solidly tonight, did the Chicago Bulls, for everything that you give them credit for. The Clippers, extremely hot from the field. They're missing Kobe White, missing a bunch of players, right? You had needed players to step up. Torrey Craig did that to a degree. I would say at this point as well, maybe when Kobe White comes back, maybe Billy Donovan looks at keeping Torrey Craig in the starting lineup because he played really good today, both offensively and defensively, and maybe kind of putting a little bit more of that firepower, either Ayo or Caruso, back on the bench. But that's a story for another day. We played okay. And I know that people are going to hear and see this loss and see the variance in the loss and say, how can you say that? But you really had to watch the game to see the Bulls executed pretty solidly throughout what they were trying to do for a lot of this game. They didn't have the talent to match up with the Clippers, and that's what happens when you face a team like this. The Clippers are a legit championship-level team. They now go to 41-23 on the season, I believe. Maybe they're 42. This was their 42nd win. And the Bulls fall now back to 3 games below 500. We'll see what the Atlanta Hawks do to see if they close a little bit of that gap between the Chicago Bulls when they play again. The Bulls get a day off. Hopefully, over that day off, we get Kobe White back as well. That could pay off really big for the Chicago Bulls if we're able to get him back. And maybe that can help for the Bulls. So, it is what it is. And I hate to say that, but That's really what it comes down to. This was a game that it was already going to be difficult for the Bulls to win, and that's if Kobe White was playing in this game. And without Kobe, the Bulls were fighting an uphill battle, and that's what's one of the benefits of Kobe White's diagnosis as a mild hip sprain, and him potentially only missing this game is that you're going to be able to get him back. You're going to be able to take care of business. Dog was messing with someone. I thought somebody was about to get fucked up for a second. But yeah, so the Bears traded for Keenan Allen. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. Hold on. All right, y'all. I may have to cut this short. I'm sorry. I'm gonna keep doing the live stream, but that's crazy news. That's crazy news. Shout out to the Bears for getting Keenan Allen. That's crazy. That's a hell of a move. That is a hell of a move for the Chicago Bears, who needed some talent there. Yeah, he's on the he's on the opposite side of 30, but that is a big move to get Keenan Allen and pair him with DJ Moore. So yeah, new Chicago Bears Central vid coming definitely shortly there after that. So, man, shout out to the Bears for getting that done. Shout out to the Bears. Ryan Poles does it again, fam. That's crazy. Ryan Poles is ridiculous, man. I really wish we had a GM like that for the Chicago Bulls that was able to just execute and get things done, man. But yeah, that's crazy. I don't want to shortchange you guys though, so I'm gonna keep going live. Don't get me wrong. I really want to go live over Chicago Bears Central to break that news, but I will not cut my live viewers short. So don't worry about it. I'm not going nowhere. Half the Bulls were able to fight in the fourth with like 10 minutes to cut it to single digits. Ultimately, we didn't have enough. And that's why I gotta give the Chicago Bulls credit for how they played today. I gotta give them credit because it would have been so easy for the Chicago Bulls to be down on themselves, to not be able to execute and just lose this game by a large margin. They avoided that and they took care of business, and we'll see what happens with that, man. Bull shot pretty darn good from three, and just PG and Kawhi were better. Well, keep in mind, Kawhi didn't really shoot all that good. I think he was 2 for 5. That's not terrible, right? But it was really just PG. I get it if you're saying both of them together. Yeah, both of them together were ridiculous. But Paul George was 2 of 5 from 3-point range, so they were collective 8 of 12, which is really good. But it was mainly just Paul George from 3 that completely killed the Chicago Bulls. Absolutely that. I know I see that only a 4th round pick. But yeah, yeah. They didn't get their ass whooped. The Clips just were on fire tonight. Completely agree with you there. Completely agree with you. The L's be stacking up. A real power forward with size behind P. Will would do wonders when TC right now, but that's it. I mean, that's only going to do so much. Like, it's not going to make the Bulls move better without the ball. It's not going to do that. So unfortunately, like, it's gonna only do so much, man. We got a minute of funk. That's funny. Yeah, we got a little bit of funk in there. You get funky with it. I'd already know, and I would be live over on Bears right now, but I feel like I'd be cutting everybody short to jump from here to go over there. This is the post game show for Chicago Bulls Central. I don't want to disrespect you guys by leaving you guys to go live over on Bears. That's a big thing for me. I respect you guys because you guys give me so much love. So what do I look like cutting your live stream short just to go live over on Chicago Bears Central? I wouldn't do that to you guys. So the amount of open corner threes we gave up to the Clippers just annoying me, as it has all season. But I don't know, bro. We can't make adjustments to defend the 3-point line if it's the players or the coaching. It's a combination of both. It's literally a combination of both. And so, unfortunately, when it comes down to that, like, it's a system thing. Like, at this point, it's a systematic thing with who the Chicago Bulls are that we can't seem to freaking to defend the 3-point line. Like, it's honestly ridiculous how we're doing it. Like, how we just are inept from defending the 3-point line. We give up huge 3-point nights to players that shouldn't have it. Like, it's a systematic thing. It's really just a thing built into who the Chicago Bulls are, unfortunately. And until they look to change it, and again, you got to get some wing defense. And I know a lot of people talk about Vooch's defense, and it's bad in the pick and roll, but part of the Bulls' bad perimeter defense and not being able to stop 3-point shooters, it comes down to the system. So, it's unfortunate, man. But yeah, I'm a fan of both channels, no problem. I really would love to go live over there, man. But like I said, I refuse. I refuse to go. Considering it was a back-to-back and it went to OT yesterday, not mad at the effort by the Bulls that much. Take away the first quarter when George and Leonard could not miss, literally, and we're there. Completely agree with you. I completely agree with you, bro. Completely agree with you, man. But yeah. Honestly, this loss was expected, but did what we could. It is what it is. Sucks for sure, but at least they gave it a crack. I completely agree with you. Completely agree with you. And go do your Bear Central now, bro. We understand there's nothing really left for all of us to talk about with the Bulls. We lost just preparing for Saturday. Yeah, if y'all are cool with it, man. Like I said, I apologize, man. I always have thought about how I would do this if it happened, and I really don't want to. I really hope that it doesn't come off as like a slight to anybody. It's major news for the Bears, so I am. If you guys are okay with it, man, I'll go over there. I appreciate you guys so much, man, for just everything and the support that you give me, man. But I'm gonna go over to live to Bear Central so it seems like everybody's cool with it. I love you guys, man. I'll be back. You guys know daily episodes. I'll be back tomorrow morning with the daily episode. Let me go break this news, man. Love you guys. Go